Hi all, now we are at page 15, worksheet 8.8, question or example 2. Okay, we are on a topic of trigonometric equations. So these are trigo equations. Solve the following equations for x in the given interval 0, 360, 0, 360. For this 0 to 2 pi, change this 2 pi to 360. Okay, then this 0, put a degree sign. Since you have not learned radian mode, we will do that. So how to solve equation? Basically, it's the same as how you solve for x in a quadratic equation, in a normal linear equation. How you solve for x? You need to make x a subject. So it will be the same for this. So the approach will be quite simple. There are some steps to follow. Step 1, perhaps you can recall on the previous page when we find principal value, we will try to manipulate everything until we get sine x equals to a, cosine x equals to b, tangent x equals to c. Similar to what we have done earlier on. Can you take a look at the previous page? Can you recall? Once we are able to write them in this form, we can find the so-called principal value and find the basic angle from there. Okay? So now the second step will be to find the basic angle. I'll teach you how. It's quite simple. It's to find the basic angle. So once you are able to find the basic angle, we can solve for all solutions using the CAST or the ASTC quadrants that we learned before. Remember? ASTC. So these are the steps to follow. Okay, if you follow closely, you should not be lost. Okay, just that one note that I need to mention. Part 2. For basic angle, please copy this down first before you do the question. For basic angle, something we need to note. Basic angle is always inverse to find basic angle, always inverse trigo, which means always inverse sine, inverse cosine, inverse tangent, the positive, okay, the positive number, regardless whether it is positive or negative. Okay, example, cosine inverse half. Okay, or should I say, I give one example. One example is cosine x equals to half, negative half. Cosine x equals to negative half. But the basic angle will be cosine inverse positive half. Always inverse. To find basic angle, always trigo inverse the positive number only, even if this is negative. Because I said so. I mentioned here, regardless whether it's positive or negative, for basic angle, always just trigo inverse the positive number only. Okay, that's the way to find the basic angle. If you trigo inverse the negative version, you're actually finding a principal value. But now, to solve the equation, we are finding basic angle. Okay, so this is a very important note. I will refer to this again. Okay, let me shift up so that I can see the question. Question A, 2 cosine x minus 1 equals to 4 cosine x. Okay. 2 cosine x minus 1 equals to 4 cosine x. Remember what I say? Write in this form. Okay, manipulate until you get this form. So I'm supposed to write cosine x equals to something. I'm supposed to find out what's the b first. How to manipulate? Okay, let's bring the 2 cosine x over. Equals to 6 cosine x minus 1 here. Divide 6 under. So cosine x is equals to negative 1 divided by 6. Okay, did I make a careless mistake? Oh, actually I did. So sorry. 2 bring over should be 4 minus 2 should be 2. I made a careless mistake. Okay, so if you can recall what I mentioned 1 minute ago, how to find the basic angle for step 2. For step 2, find basic angle. Basic angle is, this is talking about cosine, so I cosine inverse. Do I write a negative sign? No, because I warned you already. For basic angle, always inverse should go the positive number only, regardless whether it is positive or negative. So if cosine x equals negative half, I only cosine inverse the half. Okay, so basic angle will be equals to, press our calculator. Okay, don't be lazy, press our calculator. Cosine inverse half is 60 degree. Now, part 3, we will solve for all the other solutions within 0 to 360. Because the question say, find all the solutions for x, right, from 0 to 360. I only got one basic angle theta. Basic angle 60 degree. Alright, basic angle 60 degree. And I realized that my cosine x is negative number. So let me highlight this. My cosine is negative. So at this stage, I need to draw my ASTC. Okay. For 0 to 360 ASTC, cosine is negative. When will cosine be negative? When only sine and tangent are positive, right? Yeah, so in these two quadrants, cosine is negative. If you cannot recall, please refer to your notes earlier on. So, if basic angle is 60, the so-called alpha, okay, maybe I should write alpha here, because earlier on we are using alpha. Basic angle alpha equals to 60 degree. So in second quadrant, what would that be? 180 minus alpha, or in third quadrant, 180 plus alpha, the basic angle. So answer is 120 or 240. Then you check, it's within the range around 0 to 360, because ASTC, this is actually 360. One round is 360. Okay? Is it so far so good? Can If you need reminders why did Mr. Liu use 180 minus 60, 180 plus 60, you can just recall the ASTC, right? If for the alpha, in different region earlier on. Let's say I draw a triangle. Let's say alpha is here, then the answer is just alpha. If alpha is here, then the big angle up to here will be 180 minus alpha. If alpha is here, then the big angle the reflex angle will be 180 plus alpha. Last but not least, this is alpha. The huge angle, reflex angle, will be 360 minus alpha. Okay, you can refer. Also, sorry, you didn't see it. I repeat one more time. If alpha, the basic angle is here, then x will be alpha. It's written in the earlier parts of these notes. But if alpha, this is alpha, then this particular angle over here, x will be this. So if this is alpha, then this huge angle over here will be this. Similarly, one big round, x will be 360 minus alpha. Okay, so with this diagram, I think I can solve B and C very easily. B, I'll do it here. B, I have to do faster because I have to cut the video at 15 minutes, otherwise I'm not able to upload it. Sine square divided by 4, 3 divided by 4 is 3/4. Square root both sides, I will get plus or minus square root 3 over 4. Oh, for this case, sine x will be positive square root 3 over 2 or negative square root 3 over 2. Interesting question. Got two answers. There will be two answers. I mean, two answers for sine x. How many answers for x? Later you'll find out. Let's go and find out basic angle. Basic angle alpha. Recall basic angle alpha. For this case, you sine inverse. Don't sine inverse the negative. Just sine inverse the positive number only. Okay? Press your calculator. You should be able to get 60 degree. Okay? 60 degree. So if basic angle is 60 degree, and I see that sine is positive or negative, so which quadrant should I consider? Sine is both positive and negative. ASTC. When sine is positive, I consider first quadrant, second quadrant. When sine x is negative, I consider third quadrant and fourth quadrant. That means my answer will be in all four quadrants. Okay, because sine x is positive or negative. So my x, right? If you can recall this what I've just drawn. Okay, now let me help you more. X will be alpha, 180 minus alpha, second quadrant. 180 plus alpha, third quadrant. 360 minus alpha, fourth quadrant. Okay, just substitute in the alpha is 60. So 60 degree, 180 minus 60, 120, 180 plus 60, 240, 360 minus 60, 300. Okay, if you need help, you need more time, pause the video. I need to move to question part C, because it's about 15 minutes already. So part C, very quickly. Okay, this is more challenging. Okay, if you need more time to think, pause the video. If not, I'll do magic. What's the magic? Cosine bring under. Why? Because we can recall that sine over cosine is tangent x. So now we get tangent x equals to 9 over 20. Same thing, basic angle alpha. Basic angle alpha equals to tangent inverse 9 over 20. Press your calculator. Your calculator may not give you a nice answer, but please give me at least 5 significant figure, or 3 decimal place I mean, because we're talking about angles. So you should be able to get to 4.228 degree that is the basic angle alpha. Now ASTC, step 3, ASTC, tangent is positive. Tangent is positive. So first quadrant, third quadrant, x must be, first quadrant and third quadrant, x will be alpha or 180 plus alpha. I'm worried that the video may not be uploaded. 24.2 degree or 204.2 degree. Now I can round to one decimal place. 1 dp. Okay, this is the answer. I'll stop here.